Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Penelope. This is their American light whiskey, coming in at a 64.2% ABV, 15-year age statement. Now, I can't hide it. I love what Penelope does. And I've been picking up their bottles as they show up here in Indiana because we started seeing them in 2023. And this was just near the end of 2023 when this dropped in our state, and I originally talked myself out of buying it, but I ran across it and I was like, God damn it, and I bought it. Now, if you're not sure what light whiskey is, I'm going to do a whole separate video talking about it, but essentially, it's not like whiskey that's been blended with vodka or anything like that. Basically, it's done up at a higher proof point during distillation, so it does showcase lighter flavors. So this isn't going to be big, bold oakiness or big, bold flavors like what a lot of your barrel proofs bring in or your older bourbons are going to do. Now, on the side of the bottle, they do tell us they're using second fill oak barrels for its aging process. And I think it was 2022, they actually released a 13-year-old version of this, where now we're getting 2 more years on top of that. So really exciting to see. So let's go ahead and just jump into things. As always, we'll be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water, see if anything changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit. Due to its uniqueness, I'm going to be putting some other light whiskeys that I've reviewed up above and down below for you to check out. I've done tons of Penelope reviews, so if you're interested in learning more about Penelope, you can find those on my channel as well. As always, if you're interested, become a member, pull up a chair for a bit, subscribe to the channel, that kind of good stuff. Would love to see you hang around the channel. If you got questions at any point, put it down in the comment section. I do love their bottle designs. The kind of inlay in the glass, very simple, but showcases the spirit beautifully. Very light in color, as a light whiskey tends to be. Almost like a light, watered down honey. All right, let's go for notes. Now, right away, you are greeted with a little bit of ABV on the nose. It's very light, but it is there. A little bit of oak vanilla caramel, but you're getting more like vanilla creaminess with a bit of butterscotch in there. Very, very subtle. And again, that's the whole idea behind light whiskey, to be very simple and just straightforward. What you see is what you get kind of thing. There's a little bit of a buttery corn, which does make sense because I believe they are using the 99% corn, 1% barley in this. So you get kind of a freshly buttered ear of corn. A light bit of sweetness in there, like a light orchard fruit. Very, very mellow though. All right, let's go for a taste. Ooh, that's very sweet on the taste. That's really good. Get kind of a charry creme brulee going on. Vanilla sweet heavy. Vanilla cream. It's very dense in that. And overall, it's fairly dense on the palate too. Definitely get more of that sweet buttery corn note going on here. A little bit of pepperiness. A little oak, vanilla caramel. Again, I get almost like a butterscotch. I think that the oak and the vanilla is playing together, bringing across that butterscotch. Actually, it's more like a cream soda. I'll take it back. It's not butterscotch. It's more like cream soda. Yeah, that's really soft. The age statement comes across beautifully on there. It's well put together. It's very simple, and you kind of have to know that going into this bottle. If you're on the shopping spree and you found this and you grabbed it because, well, it's the new Penelope, and you didn't know what light whiskey was, you might be disappointed because you're going, this tastes nothing like a bourbon. Because it's not. The unique soft profile this brings across lets you sit down and just kind of enjoy it for what it is. Here in the finish, you are getting a bit of spice in there too from those oak casks. A little bit of like almost a cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. But it is very, very soft. That proof point, beautiful. Just warm enough. Not so much that you feel a burn from it, but it coats to a T. That is gorgeous. This would be like if you wanted a close example of a whiskey you would bring out for a special occasion. And I even think I said about this when I reviewed the Clearwater Distillery's light whiskey that also came from MGP. It's so soft that you want to just kind of sit back and enjoy what it brings to the table. Boop. Just one little drop here. See how that changes up. It is just beautifully soft on the palate. All right. Let's go for notes on the water version. Oh, that's so much more rich. This goes very soft, but a little more bright as well. So you get a little bit more, almost like if this was a young whiskey, you get kind of that new makey bite. So it's got a little bit of bite there on the nose. But here, it's a lot richer. A lot more beautiful notes going on there as well. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's go back to this one here. Yeah, very similar but dialed back for the most part. The big thing for me, it does come across a little warmer on the nose, but that can be expected sometimes at these higher proof points, adding that little bit of water. Let's go for a taste. It comes across in the taste as well. A little bit more spices going on, and you get a little bit more of a bitter bite too. It's not that it's bad per se. It does have a little bit more of that youth bite to it, even though it's not young. But light whiskey can do that because we're breaking up a lot of those oils, especially these higher proofs and age points. It's not that it's bad, but I think the neat version is really where it needs to stay on this one. But as always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. All right, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price. And boy, howdy doody, it's always going to vary. So I ended up picking this up for about $105. And the funny thing is, the place I seen it prior to this wanted $120. Another place I found it was $110. And then I've seen a few people online say they found it at their local places for like $90. Secondary market on this one is already going nuts. You're looking at sometimes $200-$300 plus sometimes on these bottles. That's ridiculous. Don't pay that for this. And I'll be honest, even at $100, you gotta know what you're going into on this one. It is soft, it's sweet, it's not super complex, but it is good whiskey. And that's where this one really lives. I would recommend trying a light whiskey before you really dive into the deep end and spending buku bucks on these kind of things, because they are uniquely soft. They're not a typical whiskey or bourbon to a lot of people, but I gotta give them credit. This age statement, the proof point, and releasing it at 100-ish bucks, I think is comparable. Either way, I think it's a really solid bottle released by Penelope yet again. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Penelope American Light Whiskey, 15 years old. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may our last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I even like it might